Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Forgive me as I am taking this opportunity to have some of my breakfast, my yummy cornmeal porridge made by hubby. The kids actually have had their breakfast. They're in the next room watching television along with Journey. You guys see he has 4 teeth. He's officially weaned off. Okay, off your girl. And he's just growing so much, you guys. Like he's making real use of his little 4 teeth right now. So yeah, it's cute to watch him grow. But yeah, so I wanted to have a chit chat with you guys. Especially about doing your due diligence when it comes to coming out here and doing business, in TZ. Typically speaking, with whom you're doing business. Our family has been here for over a year now. Yep, we're now here over a year. And as you know, we hit the ground running. Okay, with trying to settle ourselves in, the land, getting our family, just get things going. So we're feeling settled, especially with all the kids. So yeah, we had to deal with a lot of different people, from Dadawakazis to drivers to people who's helping us build. So yeah, so the doing business out here is obviously something that we all gonna have to go through at some point. But being wary of with whom we do business is something that's definitely in the top of our list when it comes to doing things the right way. Okay. So that being said, I feel like there's 5 things that we really need to consider when doing business out here, and there's no particular order. Okay. There's no particular order, you guys, but obviously I would say knowledge. Okay. Knowledge, like how savvy is the person that you're dealing with? How savvy are they in the terms of the business that they're trying to conduct? Okay. We've had instances where like for instance, I feel like, I don't know if it's in general out here, but like when we have issues with the plumbing and we notify like the landlord, of a home, and we let him know that, okay, send somebody out here. The people they send, it's almost as if like, oops, in the States, you guys, in the States, you have those the schools that you can go to for, like, if you don't have enough money, you want to go get do dental work, or if you want to go get your nails done, maybe your hair, and you want to help somebody to learn the practice. So you go there, you pay cheap to nothing so they can get their credits or whatever, and you can get what you need to get done. Sometimes I feel like that's what's happening here with the plumbing situation, because I feel like it's always like some kind of band-aid type solution compared to an actual fix. Because y'all, the plumbing in this house in particular is ridiculous. However, yeah, so knowledge, you want to make sure that that the person you're dealing with knows at least more than you about what's going on with the issue, and even on that as well, I'll even say, even like paying for them to gain the knowledge, because like, I know someone might say, well, no, I might just pay for myself to learn the knowledge and get it done myself. But we're out here as well to give back. And if somebody is in a trade or you want them to be, and they're willing to be in a particular trade that you feel will benefit them and their family in the long run, and you can do that, which is part of what we're doing as well. Like on the farm, for instance, we intend to, I'm not gonna give you too much details ahead, but we plan to, just pay for certain classes so that the person can, better themselves and they're able to help us better in the long run as well. You know what I mean? So that's something to consider. And you're giving back. You're giving back, you're taking, you're giving back. And I like that. Okay, so the next thing to consider, you guys, the character. I feel like you'll find this anywhere, as far as the character of a person. And honestly, like, you're not going to, if it's someone like, let's say you just need a dollar or, a driver to take you someplace real quick. In those instances, I feel like character don't matter much. You know what I mean? Like, you're either going to get took for a couple of shillings or not. But if it's someone you're going to be working with long term, the same instance for, as far as paying for their lessons or whatnot to gain knowledge, that's someone you're going to be working with long term. But if it's something, oh, Journey pooped. Okay, I'll be right back, you guys. I'm back, you guys. Okay, so what was I saying? Yeah, so the character of a person, I feel like it's not gonna matter as much if you're working with somebody for a short term. But if it's a long term thing, then I feel like you want to keep your eyes open. You want to be aware of what they're all about. For instance, I mean, because out here, like, honestly, I don't know. I don't think I don't think they do things like resumes and whatnot. Maybe in DAR, maybe in like the corporate stuff. I have no idea, but how out here is just pretty much word of mouth, really, word of mouth, and yeah, who knows who. And I feel like we've come across so many different characters as far as business wise. Like, we've had one particular person who turned out to be a drunk. We've had one particular person who ended up being, stealing from us, so you definitely want to take a look at, keep your eyes open, your ears open, and take a look at, their lifestyles, when they're not with you, if you hear things, and, just be sharp, be sharp, be diligent, and just keep your, don't just take, word of mouth. Also, you definitely want to pay attention to what's happening. People will show you that, after they just pretty much like anywhere, after you're hired, then you really start to show your ass. You know what I mean? So that's when you really have to pay attention and see. And it's up to you how many chances you're gonna give. We're all about forgiveness and trials and all that stuff, but just be aware and definitely make your decisions based on what you actually are witnessing and all that good stuff, because you don't want to leave your business to people who are going to deceive you, and now don't get me wrong, like, you are going to come out shillings. We already know how TZ up here is all about how much money they can take out of you. Because you're a foreigner, you know what I mean? Like, hey, like, you're a foreigner to them, and they're gonna try to get as much they can out. That's the hustle. But so basically, for when in regards to character, you just want to make sure that the person like, do they match up with, does their character match up with the requirements that you need to do business with? Okay, so compromise is my next point. Now it should be what, number 3? You have to know what you're comfortable with in terms of compromise. Okay, things are going to happen, especially if you're doing big projects, or You know, anything, you know, things are gonna come up, you know, whether it's more material you needed or something got left undone that was supposed to be done. You have to know for yourself, and you have to verbalize it, like that's, you know, that's where there's no compromise. You know what I mean? um for instance, if they're building you a building or something, and they forgot, they put the window on the wrong side, okay, of the building, you know, that's, are you able to compromise with that or aren't you? You know, just things like that. So be aware of what you're able to compromise with, and because mishaps will happen, you know, that's life, mishaps happen. So you just want to make sure that you leave room for you know, you leave room for error. Okay, now payments. Oh, payments, you guys, payments. When doing business out here, you know, it's all about the cash. Okay, it's all about them chillins. So you want to make sure that, you know, it's funny because getting paid is the only thing that you won't hear the, what's it called, black people time or TZ time or whatever. That's the only thing that does not apply to. People want to get paid on time. You know, with all the shillings that they're expecting. Okay, so but you want to, you know, you want to create that, you want to create that kind of um rapport, you know, like if you're giving, if you're getting what you asked for, especially, and it's up to par, and it's, you know, and you're satisfied, you want to make sure that you're paying people what they're owed and on time. And not only that, you want to make sure that, especially if you're doing like a large project, and you know, sometimes people, what I've experienced out here, that we pay like in increments, like after this stage you get this amount, this stage you get this amount, especially if they have like workers and stuff. They want to excuse me, they want to pay the workers along the way, you know, to keep everybody satisfied, you know. So you want to make sure you're out there checking on your projects. You want to make sure that you're just aware of anything that may or may not have happened, different costs that come about, and yeah, you know, just pay people what they're owed, you know, and be about yours. Now for the last piece of what advice or whatever you want to call it, I would say we discussed knowledge, we discussed character, compromises, payments. Now we want to talk about grace. Okay. No, I'm not here to preach with you guys, but you need grace for yourself, okay, for doing business in a new place that you don't even speak the language, okay, and you may have, you, because of that, you will come out of pocket a little bit more than they would have, okay. So yeah, you want to give yourself some grace and some breathing room to make for error, you know. And you also want to have grace for the other person because they're dealing with somebody who doesn't speak their language as well, okay. And all that, you want to give them, you also want to give them grace for the possible, probable overpricing of their services and things, because for them, that's their way of life. That's their hustle. That's how they do, you know. But you know, you have to adapt. You have to adapt. And how do you adapt? You negotiate. Okay? You just negotiate. You know, the price is, you know, there's always a happy medium where both parties can walk away satisfied. Okay? And honestly, every time we negotiate out here, I feel like that they appreciate that more more, because yeah, they'll be happy that, you know, okay, fine, you say this price, take it. But when they see that you're negotiating, to them it's like, oh yeah, they're Tanzanian, and they know they got to negotiate, you know what I mean? So it's like they're gonna overprice you. Give them some grace on that one, you know what I mean? Give them grace on not understanding your lingo. And even the person that, if you have a translator, sometimes the translators, depending on their character, they might be out there to, you know, get a little side thing too, you know. So you definitely want to just be aware of that kind of thing, and you know, be kind when negotiating. Have grace, knowing that, you know, you're gonna have to negotiate and you're gonna get your stuff done, you know. Like you would not be out here, you know, when you get out here. When you get out here, you guys, it's not by chance. Okay, like, especially now in the state that we're in this world, it is not by chance if you make it out here. So don't be, for lack of a better word right now, don't be a grump when you're out here. You know, you know what I mean? Like, just get with the program, you know, take it day by day, and eventually things would start just flowing for you, because like, it's not by chance that you're here. Okay, things will get done for you how it's supposed to, and you're gonna, you know, you're gonna make some mistakes. Some people gonna make some mistakes with you, you know what I mean? But you know, that's life, you know. Just get it going. Okay, get it going. Know who you're dealing with, you know, and just be happy that you're out here, you know. Be happy and grateful that you even made it out here, and just work on you, work on your projects, you know, uplift others. I'm done with my porridge. Was good too. So guys, that's all I have for you today. Make sure to like this video, share, comment, all that good stuff. Guys, don't forget, my blog is up and running. Piece by Piece, Finding Peace. piecesofgoretty.blog. Description box below. Check that out. And share. You guys are growing, and I'm loving it. And I thank you, all you guys, for your encouragement. And yeah, I'll get back to you guys real soon. Yes, I didn't call you. But yeah, you guys, thanks so much for watching. Check out all the social media stuff down below. And yeah, we'll talk soon. Oh, and go on Instagram, you guys. I'm starting to add more and more pics as I go along, you know. And yeah, a lot of you guys are not on there as yet, so definitely check it out. Is the Jamaitians on Instagram. Like I said, everything's down below. And yeah, we'll talk soon. Bye, guys.